H-Town to Brewtown. We back. We back. Luke, Neil. It's a whole new season. Glad y'all with us. Glad y'all with us. So we gonna get into it right away. We gonna talk Bucks, Rockets. We gonna talk about them Saints. We gonna talk about them Astros and Brewers. We gonna talk about the NFL draft coming up. And we might even throw in a little something about, because you know H-Town to Brewtown won the fantasy basketball. He'll tell you that. Number one, yeah, we won the championship in the league.
You do that? Okay.
I mean, it was all good. Well, I did, but you know.
Okay, all right. No, that's a surprise to me.
Let's get into it.
H-Town to Brewtown back in here. The question of the day is, will the Rockets make it? And will the Bucks make it to the playoffs?
Rockets and Bucks in the playoffs. My thought on the matter, I think they both done. You know, I mean, they both had playoff positioning locked up 2 weeks ago, and they both just been sliding ever since. So, you know what I'm saying? I think the more hungry teams at the bottom tier, they came and showed up. You know, I mean, the Bucks, they can't get no win, you know, and the Rockets definitely, I don't know what's going on the past week, but they play hard, they just can't get no win. You know, so with a couple games left, I think it's going to be real hard for both teams to make the playoffs right now. It's not saying that they don't play good. I don't think the rosters need a complete overhaul, but they both missing a piece or two that's going to get them over the hump. I think what they need to do is try to jump on some of them ping pong and see where the draft takes.
Okay. Well, I differ. I think that Houston will make it. Milwaukee, you don't even have a winning record. So, in order to be considered any kind of a playoff team, I feel you need to have a winning record. Houston, you got a winning record in the West. It's tough and it's deep. It's been like that for years. So, they're in the middle of it. Right now, today, as we stand, they are tied with Phoenix. Phoenix has the tiebreaker, but I think you got 3 or 4 games left, something like that. Maybe y'all. So I think Houston can make it. I don't think the ping pongs really matter as far as, draft, because, like I said, that's a lottery. You never know how that's going to go. And I don't really like the lottery anyway in sports. You lose enough games, and you can get more balls. So, all that is crazy. I think the Rockets have a chance, and I think they probably will get in the 8th spot.
All right, now we're going to talk about the draft, the NFL draft. And first up, we're going to talk about the boy out of U of H, Case Keenum, where we think he's going to go. Then we're going to talk about the next Michael Vick, Russell Wilson, out of the University of Wisconsin.
Did you just say?
I just said.
Hold on, man. He just went all out of bounds, man.
All out of bounds?
Whoa. Did this dude just say, what's his name again?
Yeah, you'll know it. Russell Wilson, you'll know it.
Out of Wisconsin. I think he is like 5'9" and something.
He's 5'11".
No, he's not.
He's 5'11".
No, he's not. No, that's the combine measurements. That ain't official.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He's shorter than Drew Brees. He's shorter than Michael Vick.
I don't think
he may be a 3rd round. Okay.
He's Major League Baseball second base.
And at best, like when they talk about Tebow, hate to bring that in there, but he is a 15-play Cordell Stewart type of guy. He's not going to be a quarterback like Michael Vick. He's not going to be able to run a team like a Michael Vick. He won't be able to produce like a Michael Vick or Drew Brees or even a Doug Flutie.
I'm gonna say it like this.
Well,
a lot of people bypass on the nigga named Tom Brady though. Go ahead. They bypass
Tom Brady like 8'9". So
they bypass on Tom Brady. So don't let the hype be it.
The height is definitely the height is definitely what it is. And he didn't do enough in college to prove that he was a dynamic player like that anyway. I'm looking at the credentials. I'm not just looking at the height. What has he done at Wisconsin to say he's going to be a Michael Vick?
He was the best quarterback in Wisconsin seen in the last 10 years. I'm gonna say that because as somebody who's been watching and been there, he's been the best quarterback the University of Wisconsin's had the last 10 years.
That's in Wisconsin.
That's
they're not known for quarterbacks. So that's not really.
But how many quarterbacks do they have in the NFL though? They got at least 3 quarterbacks in the NFL. So if
right
he's the
now,
best, if he's the best one, out of the last 10 years, they've had at least 3 quarterbacks go to the NFL.
Do they play?
I mean, are they getting the check?
No.
I mean, look, we ain't talking about who played and everything. We ain't talking about no Super Bowls.
You took this
we ain't talking about no Super
out
Bowls.
of context when
Man,
you put Michael.
Where they gonna go? Where they gonna go?
You took this out of context when you put Michael Vick.
I'm not saying this is the number 1 pick. Let's not forget Michael Vick was the number 1 pick. Mike Vick was the number 1 pick. So you say Russell.
How can you compare him?
I mean, his playing style, stature, his playing style and stature, arm strength. I'm gonna say he's like a Michael Vick.
But I'll switch because I don't want to get on that too much, you know. But Case Keenum, on the other hand, early second round, somebody will pick him up. Somebody will pick him up. I couldn't tell you who it could be right now. I've thought about it enough, but early second round, he'll be the 5th or 6th quarterback coming out. You know, maybe the 4th. I don't know. Did he even really want to play football? Did he even do a pro workout there or anything? Because I haven't heard anything about it.
He's done a little something. I mean, he just, matter of fact, earlier today on our affiliate, ESPN, he was just on the Groove Camp. So you know what I'm saying, you can check that out tonight in Case Keenum on the Groove Camp.
That's right.
And
oh, he gonna be on there?
Yeah, he was on. Yeah, he on there today. They gonna do the full interview tonight. Tonight is the 17th. But so. I agree with you on Case Keenum. He's definitely going to be, I give him probably the 6th quarterback taken early to middle 2nd round. I don't think he'll hang around to like the 3rd round or anything like that. Me, myself, I would be thinking like a Chicago, maybe like a San Diego, Kansas City, somewhere near might be looking at picking him up because he will be available when they come around. They all going to need quarterbacks. Well, maybe even the Dolphins.
Well, let's go to, you know, while we're in the draft, you know, we got Luck and we got Griffin, RG3.
Oh, but real quick, I also think that Russell Wilson, myself, even though I like the boy, I give him middle to late 3rd round, maybe early 4th round.
That's what I said. Bounty.
Bounty.
That's what we're talking about right now. Yes, the New Orleans Saints. What do you think about him? Give me your opinion. Break it down to me.
I think that whole situation with the Saints is, let's put it the way it is jacked up. But I guess I like the way the league is handling it because, you know, they got to cover their face, you know, with all the lawsuits and everything else, the former players. And, you know, just from a PR standpoint, they had to go ahead and hand out the suspensions. They had to hand out the penalties in which they did because everybody knows from Pee Wee football on, every coach you have ever had has always told you about knocking somebody's head off. You know what I'm saying? Every coach. Everybody who ever played any type of football has always tried to knock somebody's head off. You know, but the thing is, I ain't never got paid for putting nobody out. They done brought some stretchers out, you know what I'm saying, 1 or 2 times, not only for myself, but for some other people I done hit. But it was never a bounty with it. There was never that will and that want to actually injure someone. And especially it's a whole lot different when people are getting paid for it. You know, that's just like going up to the job. You can't be Nancy Kerrigan, somebody from the job, you know. So from a PR standpoint, I think the NFL did the right thing. Now, from a Saints standpoint, you definitely don't put no emails out about that. That stuff you keep in the locker room. You know what I mean? If that's what's going on, that stuff you keep in the locker room. From a Jeremy Shockey standpoint, stop hating. But that's just my thoughts on it. What you think?
Well, I agree with you on pretty much every point. They had to make an example out of somebody, and the Saints were the ones who got caught first. I think that Greg Williams was pretty foul with the stuff we heard from our Phillies. I think he was pretty foul. think that he should ever be banned. I mean, he should be banned forever, no. But, you know, a couple of years. Like I said, the penalties, the fines, draft picks, he's back, you know. Sean Payton, he's supposed to know. You know, be the leader, you got to know. You know, there's no way that you can let your defensive coordinator do whatever he want to do and run it. And you don't know.
It's a bounty program at that. This ain't a scheme to lose money.
Like you said, I can't go to my job and put a bounty on somebody. That's criminal. You know. And they could really bring those charges up, but that's the big money lawyers and stuff. We don't really have those charges and stuff. We do sports. So, but that's what I feel about that. You know. It is what it is. Saints will recover. They still do good as you read at the quarterback. You know, they still got, you know, weapons.
If they can get them signed. Alright, we're going to end this segment today talking about baseball. The boys of summer is back. So, let's get into Astros. Let's get into them Brewers. What you think they're going to do?
Astros, young,
Very
full of energy, be able to 162 games in baseball, divide that by 2, give them 10 games under 500, they give them 70 games or something like that. I guess that's about how that average out. You know, I ain't a mathematician, but you know, 74 games this year, you know, just on the winning side. And then you got the Brewers.
the NL Central champion Brewers.
You know, they lost old Fielder, so
They lost
you know, that was big. Then you got Braun. The jury's still out on him.
I don't know. I mean, the NL MVP. Come on, man. The NL MVP.
The jury is still out on him,
The jury is not still out, man.
Yes,
the
it is.
jury is not out. Look, maybe the jury of public opinion, but as far as the commissioner goes, and I like to give a big shout out to the commissioner's office and the former Milwaukee Brewer owner, which is now the commissioner, who made that thing just slide under the rug. You know, good looking out. We got the NL MVP there, not having to miss 50 games.
So I don't know what they're going to really do. That's the question. I don't really know. As far as, I don't think he's going to be able to carry him since he off the road. Oh, I didn't even say that because he got appealed or something. But, you know.
Okay. So even if you are a young ball club like the Astros, who I don't believe will even win 74 games like you said, but also think the Brewers will get about 85 in. I think they'll win 85. They got the pitching staff that's still intact. They still got hitters. We'll see what they do, you know?
Yeah, well, we're about out of here.
So
It's
what we're
about
going to
that
do is
time.
we're going to take a look real quick before we get out of here. We're going to post up the starting lineups for both the Astros and the Brewers. And so you can take a look and you can decide for yourself. Alright, so that's it, sports fans. Hope you enjoyed this edition of H-Town to Brewtown. We'll be coming back to you very soon. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, H-Town to Brewtown. You know, don't forget to check us out on the web, htown2brewtown.web, webs.com. Don't forget to email us your questions. You want to see us at your event, check us out. You know what I'm saying? htown2brewtown@gmail.com.
H-Town, we coming for the All-Star game, baby.
H-Town, we coming for the All-Star game. Be on the lookout for that. Get your All-Star packages ready, you know, and hey, besides that, the only thing we got coming up besides our next sports show is going to be H-Town to Brewtown Day coming up very soon. So check us out.
Anyway, it goes a little something like this. Face Mob in the house. Straight out of the south side of Houston, Texas. Shooting it. Houston, holler back at your goddamn boy.